is coming to an end here at the Ford Nationals. But before I do that, I told Bruce Larson yesterday outside the stage that I wanted to get a quick chat with him. Here is the legendary cars. I had to show you guys, and I'm sorry it's going to be rushed because I do have to go and get my plane, and I don't want to be late for that. But let's go and see if we can get a chat with Bruce. Look at this, everybody. It does not get better than this. These would stop anybody in their tracks, but this is what we saw. This is what drove us here. And better than that, we've got Bruce Larson here. How's it going, sir?
Fine, we're having a great time.
Love the fact that you're here. Your racing experience is just extraordinary. Can you tell us when it began?
I began when I was a kid back in the 1950s. NHRA brought a team in and put on the first legal drag race in the East Coast, and it was in New Jersey at Linden Airport. That's where I got my start, and I was driving a 1932 Ford.
1932 Ford, nonetheless.
And this Cobra is a stepping stone after that, years later.
Wow. And what year is the Cobra?
63.
63. But back then, so how old were you when you first started?
I was 16 when I was in New Jersey with the 32 Ford.
Nice. And how did that go, your first race?
I can't remember. That must mean I got beat, I don't know.
But that is awesome. I mean, for so many years, what is it about racing that just drew you and kept you going?
It's just the spirit of competition, you know. Beat the other car, and it's an adrenaline rush.
The adrenaline
and
rush.
I found a way to make a little living at it, too.
So awesome that you're here at the Ford Nationals. Let's have a look at the Cobra in detail.
Okay.
We heard it yesterday. I mean, you guys looked absolutely tremendous. Driving in, it's very loud.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
It sounds so good. And what makes it sound so good?
You want to see what makes it sound so good?
Yes, I do. What am I looking at?
It's a 500 horsepower small block Ford engine with aluminum heads, aluminum block, and Weber carburetors.
The aluminum heads and the aluminum block makes it a lot more lighter.
Yes, and this car is highly modified from the version that I raced in 1963.
Okay.
It's come a long way.
So tell me, in 63, what was it like driving the Cobra then?
It was great because we were in an NHRA class that was either Cobras or Corvettes, and we just kind of annihilated the Corvettes. And there's a reason for it. The cars are classified by horsepower to weight ratio.
Yep.
You do the arithmetic, and this comes out the same as a Corvette. But a Corvette weighs 1,000 pounds more than a Cobra.
I was just about to say that.
This is an aluminum body and a smaller car.
All aluminum body and definitely a lot more smaller as well. Bruce, the bug hasn't left you because when you were driving this yesterday, you had the biggest smile on your face.
Oh, I know.
You absolutely love it.
Sure, it brings back so many old memories.
Love that. I love hearing that, sir. Look at this, everybody. And what is the paint color on this, can I ask?
It's called a metal flake paint, and the flake is on the car first in this fuchsia color, and then there's 14 coats of clear over top of that.
Okay, so there is no paint, but it's all flakes. It's not a solid.
The flake is under the clear.
Okay, but there is so much flake in there that it looks like all it's one color.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of flake in it.
It sparkles, doesn't it?
I absolutely love it because I thought it might have been a base color and then we've got a lot of flakes on top.
No.
But this car is all flakes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one before like this.
Well, it's just the way we painted one back in 1963. And it's to me, it's called a fuchsia color. That's what I think it is.
Wow. Now tell me about the legendary cars.
Well, of course, these are Barry Smith's cars, and maybe we should have Barry discuss the legendary polished cars because there's quite a story behind them.
100%. We'll get Barry on here. But Bruce, I appreciate this. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it too. Getting a couple autographs here and then I'll get Barry with you.
Barry, the man behind the legendary cars. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You build these cars?
I rebuild the cars. They are made in the UK. The bodies are all aluminum, and the chassis, we have them assembled here and designed what we want to put on them, in them. Tires, wheels, engines.
Everything is put together here in the States.
Everything is put together here in the hometown of Rolling Spring, Pennsylvania.
Okay, Barry. Now, what year is this?
This is the real title is a 1965 Daytona Coupe with a Cammer 427 SOHC engine.
Nice. And I love the opening here on the hood here. Tell me about this. That's just to let air out?
This is air to get to the radiator and cool down the engine on the car. And of course the other vents are for cooling down the driver inside the car. So they got air going in to keep the driver cool.
Because we've got the air coming out in both directions.
The air is going in the intake and cooling the engine down. The other three vents go to the inside of the car.
Nice. These look great, but having the full aluminum body makes it a lot more lighter.
The aluminum body is a lot lighter, and the actual weight on them is running about 22 to 2,400 pounds.
Wow.
On the car with the V8 427 Cammer engine.
Now, as somebody who's learning about cars, everybody, we've been looking at some carbon fiber. If a car was fully in carbon fiber compared to aluminum, what is lighter?
I wouldn't want to go and say that. I'm not sure what the difference is in the carbon fiber versus the aluminum. But the aluminum car is quite light, and we're happy with them.
And I like the look of them. I love the carbon fiber patterns, don't get me wrong, but check this out. I mean, if somebody was to see this is definitely going to draw everybody's attention.
And we can polish the car or paint the car, and we choose to polish the ones that are for show and for people that it's an attraction for them. And,
100%. The crowd loves this. And what about this?
This is really another drag car that we put together, and if you'd like to pull the engine, the hood up and show you.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
And this is a twin Paxton carbureted car.
Oh, a 427.
427.
Wow, and what else is happening here?
Twin Paxton superchargers on it. You got about 800 horsepower.
Wow.
And all polished aluminum.
And of course autographed by Carol Shelby.
And Carol had me do 6 of these cars. This is number 4 of the secret weapon car, and this is one of the drag cars that we assembled along with the Daytona Coupe, which we're building 6 of them, and this was a number 7 car just for the token of showing what we could do with another drag car.
Well, so this is a work of art. You're an absolute genius. When did your passion for cars start?
Well, ever since I've been 10 years old.
10 years old?
10 years
You were
old.
building cars at 10 years old? Wow.
Yes. I've been a farm boy all my life, and learned to work on automobiles and just loved every moment of it, and still enjoy it.
I can see that.
And I'm 76 years old, and I still
Love it. You're still here amongst beautiful muscle cars, and just doesn't get better than that.
This is very true, and I'm a die-hard drag racer as well, and we enjoy building the cars. We enjoy working with people like you that are showing and telling the world what we do. So,
100%. I love this, and we just want this to continue on forever.
well, we do the same, and I thank you for all the generosity here today. Anybody that wants one of these kind of cars, why they can go through you or contact us, or Shelby America.
Shelby America.
Shelby is the supporter of, I'm a licensee of Shelby America, and they usually are the ones that will sell the cars to the parties that wants them.
I think Gary would be the person to get in touch.
And Gary Patterson would be the key candidate for any of these cars if somebody
to come out and get displayed in different shows.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you heard Barry, but this has been absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I was able to catch you guys here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.